Welcome back, everyone. We are back with another technical analysis, this time on Tron coin. Basically, recently we had a really huge upward movement, breaking the previous all time high, securing it, and going like parabolic with 157% of market price movement. And we still have a room like to go another like 2x just based on the market cap of the Tron because currently it's in the top 10 and we still have some room to grow. But before we should see some kind of correctional movement as well, because in order to see a healthy upward movement, we need some like base. And recently we broke this resistance zone. You can see here we had some kind of wait. Let's put it automatic. We had some kind of like correction here, smaller one, but it didn't actually test properly this zone. Later we will take a look on the smaller time frames as well. But on a weekly time frame, what's catching our attention actually is the RSI. So on a weekly time frame, each time the RSI was in overbought zones. So starting here, you can see we entered overbought zones. We had some kind of correction moment. Let's see, percentage wise, it was like 34%. Then again, in overbought zones, and from here we had correctional movement to 73% of market price movement. Now, going further, we had here some kind of like smaller correction you can see. I think it was, let's see, 15%. And basically, same goes here, another 20%. And now we are into like this parabolic movement currently. And ideally, we should see some kind of correction movement again based on the previous times from 20 to 30, 35%. There is a high possibility of forming additional like 40% of market price movement just to correct the price and fall back in order to see some kind of like further like healthy bullish momentum here. So game plan on a bigger time frame is very simple. We want to see some kind of correction, maybe touch even this broken zone here. And then once we see a proper bounce, which we should see, we're going to enter with a nice long position. And actually, if you are just doing a spot trading, then what you can do is basically open here one position, then maybe here as well, and so on, just to dollar cost average your position. So, but on a smaller time frames, now let's go maybe not even 4 hour, but 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, it is clearly seen that we had like a very like parabolic movement. We formed some kind of local top here, so with two smaller like zones for wicks here, correctional movement, a longer wick bullish movement which was suppressed by this candle here, so it should be an arrow actually, but I think you will get the point. And now basically since that time we have seen slight pressure from the sellers. Well, recently we had like some kind of upward momentum on this candle, so you can see here slight push, and now sellers are still taking over. Now, what we want to see is this zone here. So let's put it in a box actually. It will be easier to understand. Once we see a break of this zone here, going to be blue zone, we are going to look for a possible downward movement, which means that some movement here, retest, and then further movement towards the EMAs here. So it should be, I think, let's see, on a hourly time frame, we retest, we go here, again, like 34% of market price movement, basically. So on a smaller time frame, we want to see a break from this zone, which would form a market structure break, and again, which will fill some FVG zones here, here, and here as well. We had very healthy, okay, it's actually not so healthy, but very optimistic push, broke all the indicators, and now price needs to see some kind of correction moment. Actually, if we go to the Bollinger Bands as well, we can see how expanded the Bollinger Bands, even on hourly time frame, it is. Currently, of course, retesting the middle line of Bollinger Bands. You can see this one. As soon as it breaks, the first target should be, again, lower side of Bollinger Bands, which is here, but our major target would be this, which would leave the price in oversold zone and give us a potential to move for like upper further movements to the upper zones towards the new all-time highs, bringing, I think, Tron coin back to like fifth place instead of being on a 10th. So yeah, I think that's it on the Tron coin. This is the view we see. Once again, we want to see some kind of correctional moment. And then once we see it, we are going to start accumulating this position into spot holdings and just go on until we see at least price to break like 80 cents, I think. Was it 80? Yep. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.